Hello to you, fellow being. Infinite Spiral here, and we are back again in Kerbal Space Program. So in our previous episode, left on a little bit of a cliffhanger, we've got this tiny little satellite here that is trying to get into this very specific orbit of Eve. And we've got kind of, the beginnings of a setup for that, but we do need to correct inclination and do other stuff to just, get it exactly right. And after that, the plan is to then go and mess with the nervous rhino, get it into a ghillie orbit, and proceed from there because there's a lot of business to be taken care of once we get to that point. Now, I am sort of nervous about the fuel situation on both crafts, but especially on this satellite because we are already below half a tank, and we've only got that much done. So we need to make our corrections at the apoapsis to save as much as possible, and then we'll still have to probably fix inclination on the way back in, looking like right about there at that crossing. So that'll be sort of spendy, and honestly that might kill off the rest of the fuel even without fixing the orbit so much as just the inclination changes. And if it comes down to it, I do have the ability to refuel that thing, because I've got this Gargantua Ghillie station up here, which has multiple craft attached to it. All of them have a little bit of fuel on them still, and I think combined there is enough fuel there to bring one of the two claw ships out to it. I wish this little one had a claw on it. That would make it much better, although it can't carry as much, so maybe not, but I'd probably end up sending this one, just because I wouldn't want to mess with detaching this. Not that that would be a big deal, but probably send this one if it comes down to that, but I'm not going to know if it's going to need that until I go ahead and try. So let's go ahead and try. So first things first, I need to time warp out to apoapsis, and unfortunately I don't think I can set this orbit as a target. That would make things, considerably easier, but, we do have degree measurements here. I don't know if I can really do anything with those. Maybe they change as my course changes. I'll have to keep an eye on that, so let's warp out here. And in that time, the nervous rhino almost made it out to its apoapsis as well, so I was curious which would go first. I was pretty sure the satellite would, and it seems that it did. So, let's see. We need to match that inclination. I have no idea exactly what needs to be done here. It looks like I need to be burning... Oh, there it is. Okay, so I need to burn sort of south. I'm going to tilt my inclination that away, and obviously it's not going to be perfect, not even going to be close, but I have to do this all visually, so it's just best efforts. And why did this happen? I did not exit the map screen. All I did was bring my nav ball up. Okay, am I not allowed to use my nav ball on the map screen anymore? What the hell? Okay, key bindings are being screwy or something. But big problem with this satellite is that it doesn't have any torque, so our only way to steer is by expending fuel and using the gimbal on the engines. So that kind of sucks. But we need to burn south. So, tiniest little bit of thrust. And I'm going the wrong way already. South is up that way. Okay. Pointed south, and it changes very rapidly since we're at the apoapsis, so that's very nice. Yeah, we're not going to spend very much here at all. Just kind of visually approximating this, I don't know what that's called, an axis, I guess, from the edges, from the very points of the ellipse that we can see. So that's pretty roughly it, just sort of bisecting that ellipse. And now, the much more expensive part of making our change here at the crossing. Let's focus on Eve if we can. Hello. Eve. Oh, damn this game sometimes. Okay, oh well. Well, we'll we'll just warp into here, and then I can make my adjustments as we get closer because the camera view will change. Okay, starting to get close, not even remotely, but I got paranoid and wanted to make sure. So let me just try switching from map screen and going back to it to see if that lets us. Nope, can't focus on Eve. Could focus on Gilly, that's no problem, but Eve doesn't exist. Probably something to do with one of my mods, I don't know. At least we can focus on the ship. In any case, enough whining about things. Let's just keep going forward. Alright, so it looks like this right here is where we need to be focusing. So let's just auto warp to there. We'll cut it off slightly early because... Oh, no we won't, never mind. Oh, we did. I guess, yeah, it's all relative. It just depends on where you're looking at it. So I need to look at where both... Yeah, when we can get a straight line through both of them. So it's right there. Okay. So this is our ascending and descending node for sure. Oh, it gives me those just on the target orbit and not on our existing orbit. Okay, I'm a fool. So I could draw a straight line through those. And it's about there, a little bit earlier. So, and yeah. Warp to there, and then we need to be burning north. I'm just going to give myself a little bit of spin there with that little bit, and then I'll start the thrust again once we've spun into place. Just to keep the margin of error very low. Although we are traveling at the same time, so maybe that's not the best idea. In any case, we're almost there, so let's just go ahead and start that again, get pointed at it the right way. And full throttle. Okay, everything's good. Node is descending or declining. Alright, yes, this is definitely working. We can continue as we get closer to the node. And apparently we passed it? No. For some reason the ascending and descending nodes changed. Don't know why. Maybe it was always like that and I wasn't paying attention, and they're just opposite because we're in a reverse orbit. That's probably the case. So let's get pointed north again. Stop drifting off the wrong way. There we go. And once we get pointed at that, then we will time warp and use the time warp auto lock feature. Like so. Yes, excellent. Alright, moving forward until we're sort of on that ascending descending node line. And I think you get the idea here, so I'm probably just going to fast forward from here until it's time to actually match the orbit. Sound good? Okay, great. Alright, it's time for the moment of truth. Oh wait, no. Not prograde, we need retrograde. God, never mind. We're going to rotate around the globe again until we get to retrograde. And then it will be the moment of truth when we find out if we have the fuel to actually match this orbit. Okay, now, moment of truth has arrived. Let us find out right now. I think we're going to do it. Oh, it's so close. So nervous. Oh god. I think we can do it though. I think this is gonna work. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so obviously full retro is not entirely the direction, but just until we match one of the sides. Looks like it's gonna be right about there. There. Okay. So we will finish our retro burn over here. And we still have 2 units of fuel. Yes, we've got this. We absolutely have got this. So, let's finish this part. Alright, here we go. And I'm also going to burn slightly radial out, just to correct the little bit of radial in that we did in the process of burning to point towards retrograde. Alright, full burn. Here we are, and done. That should give us credit, absolutely. Hello, and I failed to notice that it does give us the check mark for the unmanned probe when we're on the probe. I was checking that previously when we were on the wrong craft, so yeah, excellent, no cheating necessary. Let's maintain that stability. Not moving at all. And the time, yes, has come. Excellent. Satellite mission complete, with 1 unit of fuel left to spare. Boy, that was a little bit nerve-wracking, but holy crap. No problem, no refueling mission necessary. That's excellent. That makes me very happy. Now, the other sort of nervous rhino is an appropriate name in this point. The other nervous mission. Here we go. And I failed to notice when I reattached the lander after dropping off the satellite, I completely forgot to disengage this engine again. So while we were messing around after that, we were wasting fuel on the lander. So once we get things established and it's time to drop off the lander, I need to refuel it before we do that, because god damn it. Stupidity. And actually that might have been what was throwing us off kilter, because we were having more trouble burning in a straight line. We were kind of tugging off to the side, and it doesn't seem like that would be the cause of it, but you never know, so we'll find out. But first things first, we need to set Gilly as our target. Now, our inclination needs to be fixed. We'll do that at the apoapsis, or rather at the descending node. But, another sort of scary fuel situation. Not nearly as scary, but still a little bit nerve-wracking. Especially since we need to get into orbit around Gilly, which is kind of a task in itself, because Gilly's tiny, has no fucking gravity at all. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and warp out to apoapsis, like so. Okay, now if we can... Yeah, we really don't need to make any changes here, so we'll just do it at the node. Which is the logical move, so... I want to know why my navball hotkey, the period on the numpad... Ah, never mind. Numpad was disengaged. That's why. I am a fool. It was acting like the delete key instead. So, let us burn to the north. And, okay, we do have torque. That's nice. Yeah, electricity is just fine. Got that massive Gigantor array. And let's just make doubly sure that we are controlling this from the Probodobodyne Octo 2. Hello, there we go. Control from here, excellent. And... hello? Why? What? My controls have reversed for some reason, and I do not understand it. Perhaps the nav ball was supposed to reverse as well, and it just didn't update. Oh, what is happening? I mean, we're not targeting this, so that's not what's going on. This is very strange. Alright, well in that case, I am going to back out to the main menu and give it a little reboot. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, and control seems to have been restored. Excellent. Good. I don't know why weird little glitches like that happen, but yeah, I guess that's just part of playing this game, especially with mods. So, everything is now in functioning order. We are still at the node, I believe. Maybe if we set Gilly as our target again. Yes, we are still at the node, so let's just go ahead and start burning. And descending... I need to stop using the word descending when I'm describing nodes. The value is declining rapidly. Okay. I'll just go ahead and finish. Bring it down to 0.0. Excellent. That's enough of that. Now, we are coming in and Gilly is behind us, so if we were to push our orbit out just a little bit, then we can meet up with it, and we'll be going faster at that point because of the burn, but we won't have to worry about trying to match orbits or any of that garbage. And then we will have a short period of time to try and actually establish the orbit, but 50 kilometers works for me. So that is a 5-second burn, and that's not even with a full throttle, so yeah, I think that is the best plan. So let's just get rid of this and head prograde. And because of the unnecessary burning in the wrong direction, we have lost our correct inclination. So there's that. But we can still fix that. We're at the descending node. Burning north is the correct move. And there we go. Now we need to get back to prograde again. Holy crap. So yeah, you see the basic plan here. Burn prograde, get into the encounter with Gilly, and once there, establish our orbit. So I will see you when it's time for that. Wait a minute, things are changing. Crap! I burned too much when pointed the wrong way. When we had lost our encounter. So, what is going to get that back? Probably a little retrograde. Let's just find out. Yep. Okay. Damn it. That's what I get for being impatient with the very, very sluggish torque turning of this craft. My own fault. So, anyway, I will see you when Gilly is within sight. Okay, well, there's Gilly. We have yet to enter the actual encounter, but we have a 2.5 minute burn, and I don't know if we have that fuel. Our encounter lasts for about 4 minutes, so it's gonna be close. I need to start this burn at T-minus 115. Well, T-minus 112 would be more accurate, but yeah, so let's just see how this goes. Now, I think we'll be okay if we have close to that, because the orbit that I've got set up on this maneuver is actually a circular orbit. So if we get just a regular orbit, or just an eccentric orbit at the very edge with a high apoapsis, that's fine. That is absolutely fine by me. But, oh god, why? Why are we... Okay, it wasn't the ship that was causing us to drift. Fuck, I wasn't ready for it. Oh god, get back on target. Oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Holy shit, I didn't even think about that. I was not ready to compensate. Crap. Okay, we'll be fine. We'll still get it on this pass. No big deal. I'm just gonna be holding my yaw to the left the entire time. No big deal. Okay. God damn it. Why couldn't I have been ready? Oh, I've got RCS on, but our monopropellant is also gone, so there's that as well. Oh, lovely. Oh, man. I'm just gonna keep the thrust lower, because that should allow us to stay on target. God damn, I wish this thing hadn't had that problem. We're not out of the encounter until we reach T plus 2.5, roughly. So, I'm scared. Okay, I think we're okay, but what's this look like on the map? We're still definitely not in orbit. Okay, get back on that retrograde. Come on. Get over there. Yeah, we're good. We still have 30 minutes. We have lots of time. Excellent. We've slowed down enough that everything is fine. There's our orbit. Yes! How's our fuel? Oh my god. Oh. So nerve-wracking. Oh, we still have 377 fuel. And I just realized we don't have any oxidizer to spare. So that's not good. We wasted more than half of our oxidizer. Oh no. Alright, so on the return trip, provided everything is fine until then, we will have to bring this ship out to the refueling station, out to the Gargantua station. I think we're okay. I think everything's fine. Oh my god. Also, yep, there's that Class B asteroid in orbit and orbital station. Docking port and can generate. Why? Why are you doing this to me? It's that same old crap, not giving me the check mark for the antenna, docking port, and generating power. We have antenna, unless for some reason radar dishes don't count, but I shouldn't think that would be the case. I don't know why it would be like that. That's really stupid. So, antenna, we have docking port here on the bottom, and we are generating power. So, I don't know what the problem is. We are going to have to cheat our way into that, I think. I do believe. Either that or it really is an antenna. That might be the case. In which case, fuck. Alright, well. The station is in orbit. What's that orbit look like again? Good enough. Doesn't need to be circular. I don't care. I'm just happy that it's here. So, let us... No, that was the wrong move. Trying to activate those. And action groups. Good fun. Alright, bring this one back out. Hello. And that's not great, but hey, no problem. The game doesn't care about clipping, only I seem to. Alright, the station is in place. Time to drop the lander. Should I bother transferring any fuel? It doesn't seem like that's going to be worthwhile since there's, no oxidizer for it. So I guess we'll just make do with what we have. I think that is the plan. So let us control from here and find that docking port. Undock. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong way to rotate. There we go. And let's just... Oh, activate engine. Sort of important. Okay, let's just zip out of here a little bit. Excellent. Goodbye, nervous rhino. You will stay there forever. Oh boy. Okay. Man, what a crazy looking ship. I like that. I'm happy with that design. I like that a lot. Enough patting myself on the back, though. Now it's time to get on with the other missions. Actually, no. I'm going to switch back and give myself that contract real quick. Let's just double check. Yep, still no check mark for it, so let's hit the old Alt F12 menu and go to contracts, active, orbital station. We give it a complete because it's telling us we don't have this check mark, and it is lying. We have our station that has an antenna, although it's in the form of a comm satellite dish. We have docking port, and we are generating power. So, I think that counts as complete. So, there we go. It is complete. Screw your non-checkmark giving bullshit. I'm not gonna take it. Alright. Back to the other business. We need to go land on Gilly. Oh, we also need data from space around Gilly. So let's just go ahead and open this up and grab a measurement from each instrument, except for the seismic scanners, because those only work on the ground. So we'll just go ahead and fast forward that for you. Okay, now we need to find out where these landing sites are. Okay. So one of these, yeah, that's a surface sample and a crew report or an EVA report. Check real quick. I think the EVA and surface sample are alpha and beta. Yes, so the crew report is KRV 73 below 7,100 meters. Okay. That is definitely that one. So, right now we are orbiting in this direction. So, let's just drop our orbit and see if we can get that periapsis roughly over that site. And it occurs to me now I didn't put any solar panels on this ship. Fuck! I'm just screwing myself over left and right. We have plenty of electricity, we've got a nice good-sized battery, so if it comes down to it, we can always redock and replenish our electricity from somewhere else. I think you can transfer battery power. Not totally certain about that, but who knows? Maybe it won't come to that, so... Oh, I forgot how fast everything happens when you're messing around near Gilly. So that is already low enough. But it's not quite in the right place, so let's rotate that in the normal direction, I believe. Find out real quick. Nope, anti-normal. My mistake. Alright, that looks good. Excellent. And as we come around here, go ahead. Oh, shit. Gilly rotates. Duh. I'm a big old dummy. Okay, so we'll just make it a circular orbit at a low altitude. No big deal. Alright, so now we've got our circular orbit, and I'm just going to find out what the axis of rotation is and change our inclination to match that. Also, we are too low for time warp, which sucks. So we'll just do some physical time warping. And see if we can discern that axis. And I really can't, it's just too slow. So I'm going to push the orbit up again so I can time warp. Ah, damn it. Okay. Now I've got the time warp up to where I can actually see the axis of rotation. And I'm just gonna go ahead and circularize the orbit at this at this over 8,000 meter, over 8 kilometer altitude, because I really like to be able to time warp. So that is now done, and I'm just going to go ahead and warp to my visual estimate of the axis of rotation. And now we will burn normal, I believe. Maybe not. I thought it would be normal. It will be. I thought it would be towards the north, but I don't know. I'll just stick with the navigation markers. Damn it, it was anti-normal. It was towards the north. Why? Are we in a reverse orbit? We are in a reverse orbit. I'm a fool. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's working beautifully. Gilly is so tiny that all of these mistakes cost no fuel at all. No big deal. Okay. And now, I think maybe I was wrong about that location of the axis of rotation, but yeah, I'll push it just a tiny bit further. That should be fine. I think it's going to rotate this way. So I was off by like 15 degrees maybe. But yeah, I think we're coming in on the right path. Yeah, it's definitely rotating out of place, so we will continue to burn it that way, and it'll rotate in, and I'm going to have to retro burn right now so that we come in underneath the altitude that's necessary. So what's that? That is still too high. There, suborbital, no big deal. We're not going to crash. Okay, right there. So we're definitely going to run out of time warp pretty soon, but it looks like we'll get there roughly as it approaches our trajectory. Oh, I sure hope I didn't screw up. Yeah, it seems to be getting there before us, actually, now that I see. And we can't zoom in any further, but we can continue to correct as necessary. So that was anti-normal. Like so. Okay. And physical time warp. Let's also get off of the map screen just to make sure that we don't crash into the surface, although we're not in any danger of that just yet. Let's also stop wasting battery power. Not that there's any real risk to using that. We have just ridiculous amounts of energy, but we have used almost 50 already. So, yeah, there is a real possibility that we would run out if we were to waste it, so I'd rather not do that. Things are still looking good. And I'll go ahead and... Oh, never mind. We have entered the area. It is a very wide area, apparently. So, we needed a crew report here, right? Yes. So, let us take that crew report. Keep it. And... we're not low enough yet. Never mind. Shit. Okay, well, we'll continue until we get to the right altitude, and we will definitely still be able to take it, because holy crap. What a big area that is. Maybe it's just because Gilly's so tiny. That's probably what it is, but... So, while we are waiting to get down to about 7 kilometers or so, I had something I wanted to talk about. So, you may have noticed that these videos are going out on a weekly basis now, coming out just on Fridays. The reason for that is that, you know, in that previous episode, but after the month-long wait between episodes, I said that I didn't want to do that anymore. And, well, I'm about to be moving, and I don't want to have any really big gaps like that during the process. So, instead of that, I am just recording a bunch of these back-to-back and getting them ready to upload just on a time delay, on a release, you know, automatic release window. So, yeah, I won't be here to, like, you know, interact or anything for a little while, because once I make the move, I need to spend my time looking for work and, you know, doing important life things. But the videos will keep coming out for at least... you know, hopefully uninterrupted until I get a job and can continue to record and release as usual. So that is what is going on with that. Okay, so now we shall take this crew report. Yes, overwrite. And credit is given. Excellent. Okay. Good deal. Now we need to get up to the landing site up there, which is more anti-normal burning, plus a bit of prograde. Not that much, though. Okay, that looks pretty good, and we will correct as we approach it as necessary. And I will see you when it's time to land, I believe. Alright, and we have touched down, and Gilly's gravity is not enough to counteract the effects of my SAS. So I'm just going to turn that off, let this thing settle a bit, and once all 4 of the landing legs are touching, like so, then we will activate SAS again. See if we can get this thing to stick. Ooh. It's a little iffy. Okay, I think that's good. Excellent. I have to be very careful. Oh, good. I'm climbing out on the downhill side. That will minimize my chances of bumping the ship when I climb out. So let's just go ahead and get that EVA and let go. Get our RCS going. No, stop nudging. RCS, hello? Oh god. Okay, we were falling, and we nudged. Uh-oh. Oh well, it's not going to be a big deal even if the ship does topple. We'll be able to take off no problem. Now, we are in GMV88 Alpha, which means we need an EVA report. Just going to double check on the map once we get down. Like so. And yeah, we were definitely right there. That's, yeah, that's an interesting illustration of just how inaccurate the map screen is. So we are on the ground, but it's telling us we're like a few hundred meters in the air, or the sky. So, yeah. Okay, so this is Alpha for sure, which means EVA report is taken. Yeah, it toppled. No big deal. EVA report right now. Done, and credit is given. Yes? Excellent. Now, can we climb back in? Since we put the door on the bottom side like an idiot. Okay, well, yeah, we can just nudge it up. And fall down. Grab. Nudge. Grab. Board. Go. Stop it. Ah, damn it. Okay. Let's just go ahead and lose control. Alright. Well positioned. Just gonna go straight into it again. And there we go. That was a good nudge. Can we rotate and grab? Yes. And board. Excellent. Well done. Okay. Good to go. And we can probably just torque this thing straight back up. Indeed. Oh, that is so special. How's our electricity? Just fine. SAS on. Now, our next target while we float away. GMV88 Beta. Which way is that? Over this way. Okay. So let's just get over there real quick. And I'll see you on the ground again. Alright, and we are on the ground again, just waiting to settle. Gilly, and it's just exceedingly low gravity. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, good enough. We don't need to be fully settled. The ship might topple again. Who cares? EVA. And let go. Yeah, like so. Let's just kick the ship over. What are you doing, Jeb? Alright, let's get to the ground, get ourselves a surface sample. That is a truly irritating glitch, where you click and click and click, and nothing happens. Anyway, surface sample taken. Excellent. And contract complete. Oh, beautiful. So the only contract that's not yet complete is returning our space data. So, we need to get in, and I'm not entirely comfortable with our fuel situation, so I think we are going to go rendezvous with the Gargantua Giliev station so that we can refuel and get a little electricity, although it's probably not going to be necessary. So let's just grab that and board. Like so. Excellent. And torque ourselves up off the ground. Alright. Now, while we sort of... In fact, let's let's give ourselves a little bit more vertical momentum so we can stay floating for a little while I figure out the next move, because this is our target. So we will set that. What we need to get out of Gilly's influence and get over there. So, I think we're going to want to burn. Yeah, we're going to want to orbit in a normal equatorial sort of orbit, and, well, not exactly equatorial, but you know what I'm saying. And we need to burn from the far side of Gilly, so that way we're pushing out our opposite boundary from Eve, and retaining our Gilly orbital motion. Yes. Okay, so currently, I don't know, we need to burn east, basically. So that's what we're going to do. And make sure that we're not going to crash into the ground. Well, the camera changed, which would, well, then it unchanged. I was going to say that would indicate an orbit to me, but I don't know, I guess I changed my trajectory too much after that? I don't know. Oh, no, it changed into an escape trajectory, so there's that. But we're escaping on the eastern side, which is correct. Excellent, so let's set this as target. Excellent. Make sure that we're not careening towards the ground in any way. Yeah, everything's fine. Gotta remember that tip to never trust the map screen. Alright, so that's that, and we are half a degree off, not terrible. Not bad at all. And if we continue to burn in this direction, it just pushes our apoapsis up until it matches. So let's see where it is at that point. Looking like nothing good. At least not yet, yeah. So we'll have to take a couple of orbits, it looks like. Or we'll have to mess with our orbit some more. We could do that. I mean, we've got plenty of fuel for this particular section of the mission. It's just the actual return to Kerbin portion that I'm concerned about. So I think this should be fine. Yes. Let's just time warp until we get this going. Oh wait, we can't time warp. We're too low. Bring those gears up and kill the SAS just to keep our battery in good shape. And yeah, so you know the plan. I will see you when we are rendezvousing with the Gargantu Gilyev station. Okay, so here we are, and it looks like all of the docking port juniors, or Clampatron juniors, the small docking ports, all of them are occupied, so I'm going to have to match speed with this thing, and also, hello. There we go. Let's just use the, yeah, use the marker, there we go. Okay, that should be good, and we'll switch over. Kidding me? Now, apparently my keyboard is giving me more trouble. My target switch is instead just disabling everything on my screen. I don't understand. It's like it's trying to switch to it, but it won't let it, so let's go to the map screen. No. No. Oh my goodness. Can we unset the target? Perhaps. No target. There we go. Okay, back to map screen. Good. And never mind. And clearly that's not accurate either because we're right next to each other, but it says we're such a huge distance apart. This game, it has problems. God. Okay. Let me go fix these problems real quick with another reboot. Quick save. I said quick save. Okay, quick save is also broken. Good times. God. Oh no, we are fully broken. Okay. Well, I don't know when our last autosave was, but I am going to have to Alt F4 this bitch. Why do you gotta be like that, Kerbal Space Program? I don't like it. Okay, be right back. Okay, so my last autosave was on the way to the rendezvous, but not that far away. Just a little, just a brief time warp, and we'll be there, so see you again at the rendezvous. Oh, let's hope it all works out this time. Alright, here we are again, and for the moment of truth, we auto-switch, and it works. Okay, excellent. Oh, geez. Well, let's see. These all have roughly the same amount of fuel, it looks like. And I think I will just take it from the small one. Well, actually no, because it can hold 360, so might as well fill it up. And let's see, this one does not seem to have a battery. So let's transfer all the fuel out of this one on the side and down into the other small one, like so. Okay, and now we will undock this one. Switch to it. And let us go dock with... Where'd it go? Where are you? There it is. It's up there. It's just not giving me any sort of information about it with text like normally would. But let's not break things. Yes. Keeping solar panels intact. Good. Alright. So we'll just go touch tips with this ship over here. That should get the magnetism working. Oh, not rotate out of the way. There we go. Alright, touching tips. Good times. Excellent. Now, let us fully refuel this baby puppy thing. Oh, I guess we don't have a full fuel tank, but it'll be close. Ah, excellent. Just barely. Okay. In fact, I think I'm going to give just a tiny bit back, just so I can get this thing back over there safely and reliably, so. Just on off and on off. Okay, that should do it. Ah, excellent. And let's find out if we can transfer electricity. Yes, we can. And we don't need to? Oh, never mind. It's not that, it's the capsule that needs the electricity. The hell? What's going on here? Oh, it automatically recharged because of the solar panels because we're docked. Cool. Never mind. No transfer necessary. It happened on its own. Well, in that case, let's now undock again. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw this bit of the station back on. And then we will see about getting back to Kerbin. So I will rejoin you when it is time for that. Alright, all redocked, and I am quick saving now. Alright, let's set up our return course to Kerbin. Alright, well, I am definitely glad that I refueled for this mission, or for the return trip, because we have already burned through what we had prior to the refueling, so yeah, it was absolutely necessary. Just fixing inclination real quick, and once that is done, in for 3, 2, 1 second now. Good enough. And there we go. Okay. So now that that is done, we shall set up a maneuver at the apoapsis for a retro burn, just to see what kind of a... it's not giving us the multi-pass option. You know, sometimes you get the two closest approach things, purple one or excuse me, magenta and orange or amber. I'm not sure of the color, but yeah, it's not giving me the two of them, which is not cool. I like it when it gives me both of them. I thought it had something. What's happening? Something is happening. We have... oh, that's another even counter. No thank you. Okay, well, that's not doing anything, so we're just gonna go around for another orbit. Just to... yeah, because we're coming in ahead of it. We should have pushed it out further. Damn it. I guess it's not too late to do that. If we were to try and do so here... with a prograde. Yeah, it's kind of working. Yeah, that's absolutely the wrong tack. There it is. Okay. 3-minute burn. I don't think we have that. So we might be better off just going around a number of times. Drat! I don't want to do it that way. I don't like it. Why did I leave my apoapsis just matching instead of pushing far beyond? I am a fool! Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna get this figured out, and... yeah, I'll get back to you when I've got it figured out. Okay, so I found out that I could set it up if I started a prograde burn right where I was, but it would be about a 2-minute burn, and I'd be coming in to the Kerbin system with just way too much velocity. I do not want to have to go around a dozen times just to burn off at the excess and, you know, risk burning up an atmosphere over and over, so instead I am going to head back around to periapsis and see what I can do setting up another encounter from there, because after going around for a year, you know, obviously our windows of opportunity are going to change drastically. So let's just see what we can do with that. What's that? Oh, we're already there. I was confused because I was focused on Kerbin. But if we add a maneuver now, yeah, see, I get this little bouncing effect where I get an encounter, it seems like. It keeps bouncing back and forth though, so I don't know if it's real or if it's lying to me. I think it might be lying to me. Whereas if I do this, that is almost exactly the same as the other sort of encounter, except we're coming back in from way out in Duna's orbit. That's also ridiculous. We don't need to be going that drastically fast, so I would much rather meet up very close to the apoapsis. I don't like, you know, coming into the Kerbin system on crossing like this. That's a good way to make things more difficult. So I am going to continue futzing about and figuring out how to do this. How best to do it, rather. So yes, be with you shortly. So yeah, I decided to pull my orbit in a little bit just to match it up entirely. Instead of going beyond Kerbin's orbit, we'll just match it on the apoapsis, and I'm going to go around for another year. See you on the other side of that. Alright, well, the distance is shortening every year. I think 2 or 3 more and we'll actually close the gap, so I'm just going to do it that way. I really don't want to futz around with burns and coming in way too hot. If coming in and meeting it at the apoapsis is definitely the best way to not be going an insanely different speed than Kerbin, and that is sort of my primary goal right now. And I just realized I've been going years with my SAS engaged and still have electricity, so that's nice. That could have been disastrous. Oh my gosh. Okay, disengaging that right now, and I'll see you when we get back to Kerbin. Sound good? Great. And we are safely back on Kerbin. Had a weird thing happen with 2 of my parachutes. They wouldn't deploy. It said cannot deploy while stowed. I don't know if they had some sort of weird interaction with this service bay, or I have no idea. Who cares? Let's recover the vessel. And it is only now that I realize I foolishly forgot to use my other set of science instruments while I was landed on Gilly. Oh, what a dumbass. That's okay. It's not like we really desperately needed the extra science, but holy shit, we have 3.3, almost 3.4 million funds. That's gorgeous. That's why we did everything that we just did. Oh my goodness. Excellent. Well, that is going to conclude this episode. We have so much funding, we can definitely afford the rest of those parts, and we can afford to launch some sort of insanity. And, well, we'll see what contracts we have. I mean, clearly we need to do things that we've already accepted. We have 14 years left for visual surveys on Duna, so that seems like a likely candidate. But that'll be next episode. So, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. If you enjoyed what you saw here, feel free to leave a like. If you'd like to keep seeing more, feel free to subscribe. I'm Infinite Spiral. This is Kerbal Space Program. We will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.